Hi, my name is Jada. I major in psychology, and one of my interests are musical theater. Today, I'll be talking about my personal philosophy by answering a few questions. For the first question, if wisdom presupposes knowledge, then what is knowledge? I believe knowledge to be learned experiences, period. So that consists of anything that you learned from through your personal experiences. That is essentially what knowledge is. I do agree with the fact that you need knowledge in order to have wisdom, meaning you need learned experiences in order to gain wisdom. How is knowledge acquired? Knowledge is acquired through learned experiences. The question is, what are the different ways you can learn through experiences? Well, you can acquire knowledge by making mistakes. So, for example, if I left my car keys at my husband's house, or I forgot my car keys at my husband's house, which explained why I was late for work. In order to not make that mistake again and not be late for work, I'm going to set systems up to where I will not forget my car keys at my husband's house. I would keep it in my pocket, keep it on me. That is an example of how you can acquire knowledge through making mistakes. Mistakes is not necessary in order to have knowledge. What is the self? What kind of thing is it? For me, I understand the self to be of its own entity. I do believe the self lives inside of us, but it is not innate. I believe the self is created, is a belief system. This belief system we have gets reinforced through these learned experiences. I don't believe it lies within anything else other than us. But I do believe that the self composed of a bunch of beliefs influenced by who surrounds us, what beliefs surrounds us, what ideas surrounds us. Do you think you have free will? I do believe that I have free will, however, to a certain extent. I believe that there are certain systems up that are currently in place to where it makes it almost impossible to have this quote unquote free will. And one of the most obvious systems is the law. The law composes of certain rules or regulations that we must obey and that we must follow. And if we break it, then we get punished. And in that of itself, we do not have free will. We have these rules and regulations that are also reinforced in schools. Schools is one of the major institutions where law, rules, regulations is reinforced. So how can we have free will in that? Also, we don't have free will because we owe people. We owe people respect, decency, good treatment. A big example of owing people respect is our parents. We obey our parents. We respect them because we owe. So how can we have free will? We have to listen to our parents, right? Because that's what's socially acceptable. I mean, yes, we can choose whether or not to accept what society deems as acceptable, but if it's pressured onto us, is it really fully free will or is it something different?